and there was no mayhem yesterday like the mayhem in Cincinnati. Okay, Bengals, Bears, craziest game of the year so far. Let's start with this. Domonique, T. Higgins had an unbelievable day. How about this catch in the second quarter?
Tough. DB got a high point that. Don't give T. Higgins a chance. One hand spears that thing. That's impressive.
Bengals would lead this one 20-17 at the half, but that was just, we hadn't even gotten started yet. The Bears had a bunch of trick plays, or as they call them, Rex, just plays. This is Ben Johnson creativity.
Yes, it is.
Jay Moore, look at him go.
There he goes, and look, he just gets knocked out. At least the Bengals thought he did.
The Bengals would challenge this thinking that he had fumbled it out of the end zone. Instead, on the challenge, it gets overturned to a touchdown. So the Bengals reviewed it into a touchdown. Now, we got Flacco looking for Chase Brown. Hold on, we're picked off by Tremaine Edmonds. How about this play undercutting it?
Oh, yeah, it's a great break. I guess if you ask Joe to throw it 400 times, sometimes he's going to throw it to the wrong guy.
So it's
Edmonds having a hell of a year.
41-27 Bears. Game is as over as a game can possibly be. Right, wrong. Here comes Flacco, who threw for 470 yards in this game. That's Noah Fant. It's 41-33. We're going for the two. We get it to Higgins. So the Bengals now need an onside kick. Domonique, these never work.
Yeah, and if you're going to do it, you have to at least get it to go 10 yards, right?
There's only one little-known codicil in that Constitution, and that is that if it hits the foot of number 92, Daniel Hardy, it's a free ball. The onside kick is recovered by the Bengals. They've got a chance. And then D-Wood, it's Flacco, it's Yosivas. The Bengals are in front.
The Bengals are in front. Joe Flacco's going to hell.
But wait a minute. Now the Bears need a field goal to win it. Instead, this.
Completed or the clock is running. Williams slings it. Williams. Loveland bangs off his man. He's going to score. Home. Colston Loveland in a jaw dropper.
They had no timeouts. There were 20 seconds left.
My God.
It would have been a hard thing to get it up there and get it spiked. Instead, Loveland takes it in for the score.
Right.
And afterwards, Cincinnati, oh my God.
We just got to play complementary football. Like, we put the ball in the end zone and go up a point at the end, finish the game. Like, just end it. Like, that's it. Like, that's what we need to do. Just end the game. Like.
Holy smoke. All right. Guys, yeah, go ahead. D-Wood?
It's gonna get intense in here real quick because you just coming at people disrespecting them.
Yeah.
So I've been playing football a long time. Never been on a team that struggles as much as they have. However, when I've given up game-winning touchdowns, it hurts. But you know what? People come up to you and they say, it's going to be all right. Don't worry about it. You'll get them next time. You know that's all nonsense. You know they mad, but they have enough respect to tell you that. I have never, ever been on a team that's so bad that they don't even give you the dignity of pretending like you're going to be better. They went in there and told the truth. Like, get a stop. We had Chase in the hallway yelling, get a stop.
Yes.
See, you know how much because we all are in it together. We're all working hard. We know that they're fighting. They know that we're fighting. When things go wrong, we accept it. We understand it. We pat them on the back. We pat them on the butt. We say, I ain't mad at you. We're still mad, but we say, I ain't mad. You're going to get it together. But for them to skip all that nonsense and just go straight, and it's not even in your face. It's to the media. They want everybody to know it's your fault. It's ridiculous.
D-Wood, what?
I wouldn't be shocked if there was a brawl in the locker room. Honestly, like I've seen a lot of things in my lifetime on the field, in the locker room. But Granny, I'm telling you right now, you lose the game the way that the Cincinnati Bengals lost yesterday, there would be no one probably tell you, there would be a fisticuff in the locker room. You do not go in front of the media and unload the way that Chase Brown did. If you do that, I guarantee you it's 10 times worse in the locker room. It is ridiculous. They scored 39 points last week, lost. 42, lost.
It's not just these 2 weeks. It's all of last season.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a buildup. The crazy thing about it is what the Bengals players were doing in the media is kind of something that you never do, but we all understand it. Like, I'm not actually that upset with them because I'm like, I get it. But to D. Wood's point, these guys on the defensive side of the ball, they aren't playing well. They aren't very good as a unit right now. But they're still NFL players with pride that have been the man their entire life. That's why he said it's going to be a fight in the locker room, because somebody's going to say, what you say?
Did I mention Joe Flacco threw for 470 yards and 4 touchdowns, and they lost?
Greeny, in 2 weeks, the Bengals scored 80 points and haven't won a game.
Right.
You mentioned the Packers not punting. It was the first time a team hasn't punted and lost a game since you were born.
Yeah.
Well, I was born in 1966.
Yeah.
And that was the last time a team has surrendered 80 points in 2 games and not won a game. The last team to do was the 1966 New York Giants. Oh. The Bengals have moved into that category. So our birthdays are being celebrated in a very different way. Yeah.
Rex, I mean, what you see when now you're the coach, and you got to try and find some way to kind of pull this all together. And you got for what you didn't see, but that Nick is referring to, if you haven't seen it, Jamar Chase walking into the locker room literally is just yelling, "One bleeping stop." We just get one stop, and then Chase Brown saying that. Now you're the coach. What do you do?
Well, I mean, first off, can I just say, you're right about this is last year also tied in here. And they got rid of a highly respected defensive coordinator in Lou Anarumo. So who are you going to bring in there? Buddy Ryan, Bill Belichick, me? You ain't going to afford me. But I'm going to tell you, you bring in a college guy, and this happens to you. So the team has no confidence right now. Zero. You better rally this thing together, because the only way we're going to dig out of this is we got to do it collectively. That's the way we're going to do it. So I don't want to hear this BS about Chase Brown.
Hey, look, man,
I'm saying it to the entire football team. You've got to. You've got to.
How many times have you given that speech in this very locker room? Like, they're running out of ways to motivate.
Right.
They brought in Joe Flacco. That gave him a spark, a boost. That was great.
It worked.
Yeah.
His ass off.
Rex,
I'm saying, what more moves you got?
I'm going to say this. Rex, you are my guy.
Yeah.
You are my guy. But if I'm playing like that, if I'm seeing that, I don't care what you got to say.
Yeah.
It's not even affecting me.
But D. Wood, our defense would never play like
that.
Understood. But look, there were times, it wasn't this bad, when you had defenses that are playing great and the offense is holding them back, and you've got to try and hold it together.
We actually won a Super Bowl we never scored an offensive touchdown in 4 straight games went on to win a Super Bowl. We never let go of the rope. All right? The only way we're going to get to where we're going is you've got to do it like this. And so you got to bring them in. How the hell can I help you? Can we stay off the field? Anything.
In a related story, the Bears may win the division. We'll get to their side of the game as we continue. Rolling on we are on this ridiculous Monday, which might even get better tonight. Monday Night Football, Cardinals taking on Dak and the Cowboys, 8 Eastern on ESPN. Shefty, you love kickers. Who had the best kick of the day?
Cam Little set the NFL record with a 68-yard field goal that would have been good from over 70. He kicked the 70 in the preseason. People said, let's see if he can do it in the regular season. He did it. He entered the NFL record books with this kick that went through the uprights to put himself into NFL history.
I got to tell you, that was a great game yesterday.
It was
Jaguars Raiders went right down to the final play. It was a great game, and obviously that kick is the highlight. Neek, who had the best individual performance of the day?
Yeah, it's Brock Bowers. He was incredible. I think you can't keep up with who's the best tight end in football because it changes every week, but you can't tell me that anyone's a better receiver at that position than Brock Bowers. That last play, they lined him up as receiver, man on man against a corner, and thought they had the advantage. It's outrageous the way that he changes this offense and makes them more of a contender.
12 catches on 13 targets, 127 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
Jeez.
D. Wood, what was the best play of the day?
I'm going back to Cincinnati, baby. How about Caleb Williams to Colston Loveland for the game-winning touchdown? I mean, come on, Cincinnati. Like, we got to be.
What are they doing?
You're throwing chicken wings out there as trying to tackle people. It's just disgusting.
I assume by now this is an early game, so everyone knows what was at stake and how it ends and all that sort of thing. But the Bears have no timeouts in this situation. All they need to do is tackle him. The Bears are going to have to try a long field goal to try and win it. Instead, we're hitting. I don't know what in the world they're doing. It's a horrific ending for the Bengals, and we're going to dive into that. We spoke about it at great length earlier. Let's talk for a minute, because we didn't get to earlier, about the Bears side of this. Their win keeps them in the hunt for what has now become maybe the most interesting division in all of football. Cindy, let's show it. The NFC North is the only division where all 4 teams are currently 500 or better. The Packers have a half a game lead on the Lions and Bears. Minnesota just a single win behind the trio of them. So a remarkable division. The Bears, what can you say? I mean, they just kept fighting back. Caleb Williams getting better under that coach. That's a big win for the Bears.
Yeah, I mean, and Caleb was incredible in this game just by sheer numbers. Like, he had over a 250 pass and he had 50 on the ground, and the man had 2 receptions and a touchdown catch. Like, he was great. I think the consistency is still not there, but this offense around him is outstanding, and the defense is still managing to create turnovers in this game, which they're going to be a tough team. Like, for them to be probably the worst team, I guess, in their division is insane because they're good.
You know, Rex, you know this Ben Johnson offense so well because you follow it with Detroit all those years. And I forget now who was doing the broadcast on TV yesterday, but whoever it was made a really good point that other teams call those trick plays.
Right.
The Bears, Ben Johnson just calls them plays. Those are plays. All this creative stuff they do, that's just part of the package of what they do offensively. It's an important part of what they do, and they are very effective doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they always have a check out of things, but if they get the look, everything's by design. They're going to see you in this certain defense and things, and when they get that look, they know the play's going to work. That's why it's just a play. And look, the guy is amazing at dialing up explosive plays, and nobody in the league's better than Ben Johnson. And to me,
look at this.
This package right here, guy's wide open, double reverse pass, everybody has that, right? He knows when to call it. That's the difference between him and other teams.
Tyson Bagent.
He knows exactly when to call these plays. He knows you're typecast on defense, you're in trouble. All right? So a team like Cincinnati, who's got a college coordinator or whatever, they got no freaking chance.
Can I make a point about the trick plays that's very quick, is that I think some people think about the trick plays as their ways to create cheap explosives. Maybe that's part of it. But also, as a defender, it slows you down. It slows you down mentally. When I'm preparing for the week against the Bears, I'm out there like, they're going to try some of that nonsense.
Right.
So I'm going to approach the plays a lot differently. You're going to be able to throw a hitch on me if I'm playing against them. If you need a 3rd and 3, you want a hitch, you got it. Because I'm concerned that you're going to do some sort of flea flicker, hook and ladder nonsense, and that helps.
Okay, so the Bears side of this is interesting, and that's all well and good, and they're well ahead of pace, and they may very well contend in that very good division. But that isn't the most interesting thing that came out of that game yesterday. So the Bengals have now, what is it? They gave up how many points last week? They scored 39 and lost last week.
Yep.
And then they scored 42 this week and lost. And that hasn't happened, as Schefter said, since 1966. And afterwards, in the locker room, the dam broke. Listen to Chase Brown.
We just got to play complementary football. Like, we put the ball in the end zone and go up a point at the end, finish the game. Like, just end it. Like, that's it. Like, that's what we need to do. Just end the game. Like,
I mean, I wish you could hear these guys when he's saying that. I mean, Rex, a coach, and you guys were played. Like, D. Wood, what are you thinking about?
The dam is broken. It is officially broken. Like, the one thing that we do as players and coaches, we are really good at keeping things inside. We always talk about, like, we got to stay locked in with each other. Don't allow stuff to get to the media. But for you to sit in front of your locker with all the media and just throw that grenade out there to the other side of the ball, the dam is broken in Cincinnati.
So what does that mean? What happens now?
Who knows? Like, the great thing is they're on their bye.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only great thing about the situation is their bye. Because I can tell you right now, like, that's a situation where a brawl could happen in the locker room.
It's not because
it's a brawl can happen in the locker room over stuff like that. Granted, scoring 39 and 42 in consecutive weeks and losing, like, I would be beside myself if I'm a player in that locker room.
It's not just consecutive weeks also. It goes back to last season.
Right.
It's a long-running thing where this offense has felt like they've been being let down. And for them to take it public means that they've already said it privately. There've probably already been some altercations in that locker room because we normally don't do this. One of the things, because football is so dangerous and so, like, high stakes, we all recognize that we're all good and we're all trying. Like, I've given up game-winning touchdowns, and it hurts to hear, but everyone comes over to you and says, it's all right, we know you got it next time. Whether they believe it or not, that's what they say because they respect you. I've never been in a locker room where someone would go to the camera afterwards and essentially say they stink, they're the problem. Because that's what they're saying, calling out your own teammates. And for us to be watching that and kind of be like, as football guys, my first reaction is, nah, you can't do that. But then I look at the track record, I'm like, I get it. You're trying anything now.
Schefter.
It's been building since last year. It's gone into this year. The levels of plays and yards and points that they're giving up. That one play, they had no timeouts left.
Right.
Oh, I know.
None. They had to go the field.
Yep.
And how many defenders did he elude?
We showed the play again, Cindy. I mean, if we just showed the play again.
Take a look to see
Look how
many.
short the droppers are underneath. What the hell are they doing?
Okay, so look at this.
Look,
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And they allow the guy to get downfield to score. I mean, that is.
You wrap him up and you tackle him in that situation, and they have to kick a whatever it is at that point, a 50-yard field goal to try and beat you. Obviously, it's not what you want, but you have to make the tackle there. It's right. It wrecks. I mean, can you count for me all the things they do wrong defensively on this play?
Well, it starts with the call defensively. Why you're playing zone in that situation? Okay, I get it. What the hell are the guys doing underneath? Look at all the people that are stuck underneath here. Are they going to help you back there?
Keep it all in front of you.
Absolutely. You got to make a tackle. You just said they got no timeouts. You ought to be parked at that field goal. You already know where it is. Nothing can get behind you. And in this situation, the guy makes the catch. Then you got the two horrible tackles or whatever. At least they force the field goal. But it never should get to this. Why are you conceding this thing? Make the play up there.
I got to tell you.
The clock is your friend in this situation. It's absolutely horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. And what did they do? They max protected. Knowing you were going to be in zone, whatever, like they're sitting back. We're going to protect the quarterback at all costs because we got to pitch it way down the field.
Right.
What the hell are you doing defensively with about four defenders absolutely wasted in underneath coverage? Yeah. It's a joke.
That is one of the worst defensive plays that I think I've ever seen. We remember certain plays in NFL history that end games.
Yeah.
That play goes on the list. Chase Brown may have been kind and mild when we take a look back at what he was saying in the postgame.
This could implode. I mean, literally, this whole thing can come crumbling down right here because this can't happen. Like, how does that benefit your team by ripping your guys? I have no idea. But I'm telling you, they have to find a way to come together or it's over.
You know what's ironic is that the Bears are involved in both of these. But after the way when the Bears lost on that Hail Mary last year,
right.
You said to me the next morning, Greeny, they won't win another game.
That's right. They lost 10 in a row.
Now here are the Bears on the other side of that, and it's the Bengals who lose a game in just as bad a fashion, right? There's something incredibly dramatic about a Hail Mary, but this is
but
just
that is a Hail Mary.
But you know what? No, it's worse.
It's worse.
It's worse considering the Bengals were down 2 scores.
Right.
And they climbed all the way back to take the lead, only to give that up with no timeouts.
Did I mention Joe Flacco threw for 470 yards and 4 touchdowns?
And Greeny, with a sprained AC joint in his shoulder when he had to still get through the week physically, and he did.